JJ, you have played a game. You played several games, but the game that you have played now, I want to bring it up because you are decked out in sports paraphernalia right now. You're actually
throwback
dressed.
Steve Largent Seahawks jersey.
Nice, Steve Largent. Good Lord, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. So sports.
Sports.
I want to give you the accolades for talking about sports.
Hey, remember earlier when I was talking about how you used to rent games on the weekend?
Yeah.
How about a collection of games that were strictly games you rented? You never owned a single one of these, but you definitely rented a game out of the Accolade Sports Collection that was just recently released by Qbyte Games and Atari. Qbyte Interactive.
Yes.
This is a collection of 5 retro 16-bit, and they're not allowed to say Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
16-bit sports games. It's kind of cool because sports games kind of get overlooked when it comes to these collections. They kind of just they're just like, nobody. The sports games are always the $2 games in the clearance bin kind of thing. It's just that nobody. Does anybody really have fond memories of the sports games? And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
This comes with Hardball, Hardball 2, Winter Games, Summer Games, and Hoops. Shut Up and Jam.
Hoops. Wait a minute.
Yeah. The completely IP-free update of Barkley, Shut Up and Jam. They just scrub him. They actually show the title screen, and like it's upsetting because you can see where they kind of like scrubbed Charles Barkley's face off the guy and then like replaced it with a generic man face.
Nice.
But this is exactly what the box reads. It is a collection of 5 Accolade Sports games, and they've done very little to update anything on them.
Summer Challenge and Winter Challenge called that, or were they like?
Yes,
summer?
They were not. They were not Olympics branded.
Back
in the day. Yeah, they came out during the respective Olympic
They're
games.
just the most generic looking logos of all time.
Yeah. But like,
I remember playing Hardball. Hardball I actually did like.
I love Hardball. The one thing Hardball 2, I think, is an MS-DOS game. It's the only non-Genesis game that's in this collection. But I loved Hardball. There it is, official Hardball. Yeah, MS-DOS right there, baby.
Yep.
Hardball 2. Again, everything's like this also came out unbranded, like initially. Like it was a baseball game, but it didn't have official teams. Yeah, here's Barkley's. I'm sorry, Hoops. Shut Up and Jam. I would love to see somebody remake. I would love to see somebody remake Barkley Shut Up and Jam 3 Gaiden, but like this generic version of it. No, these are fun games. They're really like charming little classic sports games. Really kind of they're working hard, man. These games are trying their best. They do not feel like cheap cop-outs of anything. Like for the time, these were decent popular games. Barkley Shut Up and Jam came out in a time of NBA Jam and held its own. Like people, it was much more, it was the same concept that of like NBA Jam, but like more focused on like realistic rule.
Realistic,
but more realistic street ball, I guess you would say. Look at that face.
Wow. Yeah,
I hate it. It's
wild.
It's terrible. This isn't the first time they actually had previously that did that Barkley scrubbing because they re-released this game on one of those. What's those European EverDrives? Those
EverDrive.
There's an Accolade collection, and Hoops Shut Up and Jam / Barkley Shut Up and Jam came out on that, and it's that version of this. It's weird. Every once in a while, a game will come out that will be like a re-release of like an old branded sports something, and they do this like weird scrubbing of things because like the NBA Jam cabinet and the NFL Blitz cabinets that Arcade One Up put out, like they don't have those rights anymore, so the games had to be like super modified to do stuff. There was like a You remember those plug and play controllers? That
Yeah.
had
Oh yeah. Had the games on there. Yeah.
Yeah. They did one for WWF Steel Cage Challenge where they removed like Hulk Hogan, but then
nice.
added characters. It was so weird. And this so that's what the Bart Hoops thing reminds me of. It's that, but I mean they're all very simple titles from the time. I mean, this archery game is like the first thing I played on this thing. I booted it up, and it's every video game. You could tell every sports game is based off of the same concept of hold button, slightly aim, release button. Every sports game, and kind of everything that's on this is based around that sort of simple. Even like the horse racing or the basketball, baseball, whatever it is. I think Hardball's the best games on the collection. It's a really good sports game, really good baseball game that still kind of holds up pretty well in terms of like playing the game of baseball.
Sure,
it does a really good job of being a simmy baseball game. Probably one of the best from the time.
They definitely did not mocap, by the way. They did not
mocap.
There's
none. It's fun. Rewind it just a little bit and watch how much Barkley Shut Up and Jam is animated like NBA Jam.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Everything. It is NBA Jam, but stripped down, less wacky. There's no bonuses. There's no bonuses.
There's nothing else. It's just the games and some achievements.
Just games apparently. With some. I mean, on Steam, I'm playing it on Steam. You get some achievements.
Okay.
It's got rewind, which is kind of pointless in a sports game. Like, I expect that from like a platforming game of the time or whatever. But like putting a rewind feature in a sports game,
it's just a direct way to cheat. Like that's all it is.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. Yeah. But there's nothing special. It's got all the CRT filters.
Mm-hmm.
You'd expected, we got borders, but like I want concept art. I always say,
give us something cool.
Give me something like the Digital Eclipse has sort of set the bar for retro game collections, and I mean this is a first time release for like Cubite Interactive and stuff for this kind of thing. So, I don't even know if they would have access to any of the old promo materials. And what do you do? But one of the game, like did they get it from some of these people? I doubt it. I still like that Accolade never stopped existing decades ago, really. And Accolade was not for nothing was a massive studio back in the 90s. Like they it's built on the backbone of Jack Nicholas, the golfer, because they had like 12
I remember
golf games, and they were so good.
Yeah.
I wish one of those was on this. Like
hoops golf.
Yeah, hoops golf. Because like you can't give me promo materials for everything that's in this game because one of the games is like bastardized,
So who is this collection for? You would say
me.
Just you specifically.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you grew up, I think you really have to have grown up in that, because nobody's going to be turned into a fan of these games by picking this up now. You have to be a man of a certain age, grew up during these 16-bit console wars. Sega had the best sports games. That's just sort of the fact of the matter when it comes to this stuff, and this is a good collection of why Sega had some of the best sports games. It's stuff like this. They did a really good job at making the sports feel like the appropriate sports. The Olympic Games are kind of boring, but that's not to say that they didn't, like, the games themselves weren't well put together to represent weird little sports like horseback riding and skiing and archery. I like the archery game and stuff on there. It's fun. The skiing stuff has like for something that doesn't have rumble or force feedback or anything, like you get a good sense of weight and weight distribution and stuff out of these. They did really good jobs on these sports games, but like again, these, if you've never played these before, you're gonna get nothing out of is. It's just at the end of the day, that's just how this particular collection works, because they're also not historic. Maybe Barkley Shut Up and Jam, but it's not Barkley Shut Up and Jam. It's Hoops Shut Up and Jam. You strip away one of the most important aspects of the fact that it was the Charles Barkley video game. That was sort of the selling factor, and so you don't get that history that goes along with playing something this old at this style of game. So I think if you grew up during the 16-bit era, this is a really fun collection to get. It's really you immediately know how to play the games, even if you haven't played them in 30 years or whatever. But
a muscle memory will come right back.
Come right back. Even not even that muscle memory. If you didn't even play these games back in the day and you pick them up, like they play like a Sega Genesis game. Your body just instinctually knows how to play any game on this set. I didn't read the instruction manuals, and I'm immediately like, there's 3 to 6 buttons, and only do so much. So, I like it, but again, it's a, like, if we had a reviewing system, we're looking like 2.5 out of 5 stars, kind of
right down the middle. Just gets the job done as to what a collection is, I guess.
It's the bare bones minimum. I'll give it half a star extra because it is a unique concept for a collection. Old sports games. That's a weird.
That's true. That would actually be really fun. That's something that we've talked about in the past. Like, you lose sports games because so much of it is licensed, right? You're not gonna. I remember it being a big deal when like NHL '94 came back. Like,
when it was a pre-order bonus.
It was a pre-order bonus, and that was really cool. But like, it wasn't the same game, because it's with
the modern roster.
And so you lose a lot of that kind of stuff with sports games. I mean, it's great to see them collecting these types of things. I'd love to see a full collection of all those. We can talk later on, but give me like a full collection of the Jordan versus Bird and Bird versus Man. Those games that came out before NBA Showtime and all.
The absolute worst version of that happens where you get the Halo Master Chief collection of Madden from like 94 to like 2006.
Yeah.
Like a Madden collection that really would.
Yeah. Oh boy, somebody wants to play Dallas versus Green Bay in 2004. Sick.
So Accolade, cool.
So it gets the job done, but I wish it did more. So